Hello everyone, my name is Alekhya, Assistant Professor in Cybersecurity Department. So today we are going to discuss about cyber forensics. So what is cyber forensics? Cyber forensics is nothing but preserve the evidence in the crime scene. In the crime scene, what are the evidences we have got? So how to preserve those evidences through computer, through network. How we can preserve is nothing but cyber forensics. Okay, the contents in cyber forensics today we are going to discuss is introduction about cyber forensics, historical background of cyber forensics, and what is digital forensic science. So what is digital forensic science and the need for computer forensics. Okay, introduction for cyber forensics, historical background of cyber forensics, digital forensic science, and the need for computer forensics. Okay, so cyber forensics. So cyber forensics, it's an application of investigation and analysis techniques to gather and preserve evidence. So if we want to preserve evidence, we need some cyber forensic tools. So cyber forensics tools are used to preserve the evidence and to know who is the culprit. So to know who is the culprit, we have to do some processes of those evidences. So how we have to gather the information, how we have to gather the evidences, how we have to preserve it, how we have to analyze it, and to get the culprit in the crime. Here cyber forensics used. Okay, next one, forensic examiners. So forensic examiners are typically they'll use so nothing but forensic examiners are typically analyze data. So they will analyze data. So what is the data in before committing the crime or after committing the crime? What is the data in the crime scene? They will collect the data from personal computers. They will collect the data from personal computers, laptops, personal device assistants, cell phones. So what are the things, what are the devices, and what are the softwares or any tools, what are the tools involved in that crime? They'll mainly collect those and analyze those data. So for forensic examiners' duty, their main role is to mainly analyze the data from the personal computers where the crime has done. Personal computers, laptops, personal digital assistants, so cell phones, servers, tabs, and any other type of media. So that where the internet is used, or where the devices or the softwares or the tools where the involvement in the crime, the things, what are the things like the devices or softwares or tools involved in the crime, they mainly collect those things, and they'll analyze it and analyze the data, and they'll try to gather the evidences. So cyber forensics is mainly used for gathering evidences. And next, the process can involve anything from breaking encryption. So for example, if there is any person missing, and in the crime scene we have found some cell phone. So here the forensic examiners, or in cyber forensics, there is a process that we can break the encryption. Okay, for that, to executing search warrants with law of enforcement. So they'll break the encryption with the help of law enforcement team. Okay, with the help of only law enforcement team, they'll try to break the encryption to recover and analyze files from hardware that will be critical evidences in the most serious civil and criminal cases. So here, according to this point, so if any crime scene, if any crime happen in any situation, so here the cyber forensic has the capability of breaking down the encryption by the law of enforcement team. With the help of the law only, they can break the encryption so that they can recover the data files or analyze the files from the hard drives. So what the devices involved in the crime, they can gather the information from that devices by using breaking down the encryption with the help of law enforcement team. Okay, here the forensic examination of computers and data storage media is a complicated and high specialized process. The forensic examination of computers. So the computers examination through forensic tools mainly very useful. And the data storage media is a complicated and high specialized process. So computers examinations, they'll use tools like hidden files, the data clusters, like that. They'll use some tools to gather the information from computers. Okay, the result of forensic examinations. So the result of cyber forensic examinations are compiled and included in reports. So what are the things that are examined that will be included in the reports, that reports of the crime. So in many cases, examiners testify to find their findings where their skills and abilities are to put ultimate scrutiny. So the forensic examiners mainly testify the findings. They'll mainly testify the data, examine the data, they'll gather the information, and they'll report it to the law. So further they will use their abilities and skills to gather the information. Okay. So next one, historical background of cyber forensics. So what is the historical background of cyber forensics? Here the application of computer for investigating computer-based crime has led to development of a new field called computer forensics. So the applications of computer for investigating. So any crime happened, for investigation, nowadays we are using computer as an application. So for computer as we are using investigation, so it is also called as a computer forensics. So for investigating or gathering any information, nowadays we are using computer as a tool to gather the information. So here the cyber forensics is also called to be computer forensics. Okay. The earliest recorded computer crimes. So earlier the computer crimes are recorded in 1969 to 1970. So in these 2 years, the computer related crimes are recorded. Here when students protested, burned computers at various universities. So when student protesters burned computers at various universities, the first cyber crime has occurred in 1969 and 1970. The Florida, it is also one of the computer crime. The Florida Computer Crime Act, it was first computer crime law to address computer fraud and intrusion. So it is one of the first computer crime that address computer fraud. So computer as a fraud through intrusion, the cyber attacker. So it is enacted in 1978. In 1978 it is enacted. So its first cybercrime is occurred in 1969 and 1970, and the first case of Florida computer crime has came on 1978. Okay. Information security experts. Here information security experts consider cyber law compliance as one of the many aspects of techno-legal information scrutiny. So information security experts. So who are the information security experts? The people who try to gather the information, who secure the information, are nothing but information security experts. So they are the experts in securing the information. Are mainly considered cyber law compliance. cyber law compliance as one of the many aspects of techno-legal information security. So techno-legal information security. So here the information security experts, they mainly consider cyber law compliance. The compliance against the cyber law is very important. To secure their information of any organization. Okay. Here the main goal of cyber forensics is to perform a structured investigation in a digital system. So in the digital system, how the structured investigation is nothing but here only some people will collect the evidence, like police officers, like that. Some people will collect the information and some people will investigate on it, and some people will report those investigations, like that. The structured investigation has to be done through cyber forensics. So the main goal of cyber forensics is to perform a structured investigation in a digital form. Okay. And next one, cyber forensic science. So cyber forensic science means here it is defined as the process of preservation, how to preserve the evidence, identification, extraction and documentation of computer evidence which can be used by the court of law. So court of law, under the court of law, what are the evidences that should be preserved to present before court of law? What are the evidences? What are the identifications they have got? So what are the extractions from that? What are the documentations they got of computer evidence? So these have to show before the court of law by using digital forensic science. Okay. So here the digital forensic science means it is the process of preservation, identification, extraction and documentation of computer evidence. So what is the computer evidence that we have got? What is the computer evidence we have got that should be preserved? That should be preserved, identified and extracted, and that should be documented, and that should be presented before the court of law. It is nothing but cyber forensic science. Okay, it is the science of finding evidence from digital media. So how to find the evidences from digital media, like the devices that are involved in the crime scene, like computers, mobile phones, the server or network, where it is involved in the crime scene. So it is used for finding those evidences. So it proves the forensic team with the best techniques and tools to solve sophisticated complicated digital related cases. So what are the digital related cases that can be solved by using best techniques and tools of cyber forensics? Okay, and that can be documented by using digital forensic science. So here digital forensics helps the forensic team. Forensic team is nothing but the team who have the skills and abilities of extracting the culprit from the evidences of a computer. From computer, like it's not only computer, the devices what are involved in the crime scene. Okay, it helps the forensic team to analyze, inspect, identify and preserve the digital evidence. So digital evidence residing on various types of electronic devices. Okay, through electronic devices, the digital evidence can be analyzed, inspect, identifies and preserve. Okay, and digital forensic science. So digital forensic science, it's a branch of forensic science that focus on recovery and investigation of material found in digital devices related to cybercrime. Okay, the digital devices that are related to cybercrime, that are found in the cybercrime scene, that can be used for recovery and investigation of material. Okay, cyber forensic is a branch of forensic science that focuses on the recovery and investigation of material that found in digital devices related to cybercrime. Okay, related to cybercrime, what are the devices that are found? This cyber forensic science is used for the recovery and investigation. And what is the role of cyber forensics? What is the main role of cyber forensics? Let us see. Uncover and document evidence leads. So uncover and document evidence leads. What are the documents found as evidence that can be present in front of the law? Okay. Uncover and document evidence leads. So those are the main leads in the crime. Okay. Correlate evidence discovered in other ways. So what are the evidence that are discovered that can be analyzed again if there is any dissatisfaction on that evidence, that can be analyzed again in other ways. Okay. Assist in showing a pattern of evidence. So if it's like the pattern of evidence should be shown. The pattern of evidence, the pattern of events can be assist in showing a pattern of events. So digital forensics mainly assist us to show the events in a pattern, in a structural format. Okay. Connect attack and victim computers. So what is the attack? What are the victim computers? It mainly shows the connection between those attack and the victim computers. If a person A is attacking to B, so it may be the devices may be computer or cell phone, or any devices that belongs to electronic devices that are involved in cyber crime, and it is attacking on B's computer. So how it is related to A and B? How it is related to A and B, that can be shown by using digital forensics. Okay. Reveal end-to-end path. So where the crime started and where it is ended and what is the result of the crime, everything that can be revealed using digital forensics. So it's like a path, end-to-end path of events leading to a compromise attempt, successful or not. So it's like a reveal an end-to-end of event leading to compromise attempt, successful or not. It can be shown in digital forensics. Okay. It is mainly used for extract data that may be hidden, deleted or otherwise not directly available. Okay. It's like if the computer might have been hidden folders or hidden files, deleted files, or otherwise some other files that can be encrypted. So that can be extracted by the data, that files can be extracted by using digital forensic science. Okay, these are the main roles of digital forensics. And what is data seen using digital forensics? Data seen, how data seen by using digital forensic tools. So these are the some tools of digital forensics. Okay, history files, clusters, temporary files, formatted files or file systems on desks, hidden files, fat information, file stack, unallocated space. Okay, history files. History files are nothing but the older documents that are that what are the actions done before what are the actions done before the crime or after the crime, that everything that is recorded in the history files. So it is used for extracting some information. So what happens when the crime happens, that can be extracted from history files. And data clusters. Data clusters are nothing but the collection of data, related data. The collection of related data that can be collected by using data clusters. Okay. And temporary files. Temporary files are stored by using temp extension. And here the temporary files are they're the ordinary files that when they are mainly used in saving. They are mainly used in when any program is executing. When any program is executing or when any program is running, those files can be temporarily saved. So temporary files are used for storing information when any program is running or any program is in the process. Okay, formatted files or file systems on disk is nothing but the files which are formatted, the files which are encoded with some coding is nothing but formatted files. So that can be decoded by using cyber forensic tools. And hidden files, in every system we have hidden files. In settings we have some hidden files, so that can be extracted by using cyber forensic tools. So hidden files are nothing but the files which are hidden in the system. The files which are hidden in the system are nothing but hidden files. Unallocated space. So every computer, when we are installing, it will always ask for allocation space for drives. So if some space is allocated and the space which is not allocated for drives are nothing but unallocated space. So for that, by using this also we can extract the evidences by using cyber forensic tools. File stack is the content that is delivered through network very fast and reliable. It's like for delivering the content. File stack content is nothing but the delivering the content fast and flexible through the network. Okay, FAT is nothing but file allocation table. How we have to allocate the files. How we have to allocate the files that can be seen in FAT allocation table. Okay, these are the tools. These are the main tools for extracting the data through cyber forensic tools. Okay. So what are the techniques using digital forensic techniques? What we can do using digital forensic techniques. So one can coordinate and clarify evidence otherwise discovered. So what are the discovered? So one can corroborate and clarify evidence otherwise discovered. So it's nothing but corroborating and clarifying the evidences. So what are the evidences that are found that can be clarified by using cyber forensic techniques? Here, and generate investigative leads for follow-up and verification in other ways. So generate investigative leads. So how to generate investigative leads for follow-up and verification in other ways can be done by using digital forensic techniques. And by using digital forensic techniques, one can provide help to verify an intrusion hypothesis. So what is the hypothesis of the cyber attacker that can be provided by using cyber forensic techniques? And eliminate incorrect assumptions. So what are the assumptions what we are thinking about the case? So what are the assumptions that can be incorrect assumptions that can be eliminated by using digital forensic techniques? And next one, what is the need for computer forensics? So computer forensics are mainly used for the organization's money. So organization's money is nothing but the data which are stolen by the cyber attacker or the cyber criminal. So that the culprit can be found by using cyber forensics. So cyber forensics is important because it can save your organization's money. Okay, for a technical standpoint, the main goal of cyber forensics is to collect, identify, preserve and analyze data in a way that preserves the integrity of the evidence. So integrity of the evidence, what is the policies of evidences that can be collected, that can be identified, preserved and analyzed, that can be done by using cyber forensics. So that can be given to the court of law legally by using the cyber forensics. Okay, chain of custody. So chain of custody is the main concept in cyber forensics. I will give an example for this. So for example, if there is any cyber crime happen, so for example, Arun, in his system the data is stolen by Shri. Okay, here the Arun is the victim and Shri is the culprit, the cyber attacker. Okay, the data is stolen from Arun by Shri. Okay, here some other person, let us say Ram. Ram is the officer. Here the Ram is the officer who will collect the evidences from the computer by using the tools. What are the tools? Like hidden files, or what is the history files, by using FAT information, everything he will collect the information. So he will give it to another person, Chari. So another person, Chari. Chari is nothing but he is the forensic expert. So he will collect the information. He will collect the information and he will analyze it, and he will give the evidences. He will give the complete reports. He will give the complete reports to the court of law. So the chain from evidences to Ram, and Ram, the evidences that are coming from Ram to Chari, and Chari to the court of law. The chain is nothing but the chain of custody. Okay. The chain of custody is nothing but the evidences that are coming from one person to another person, one authority to another authority, that should not be changed. That should not be changed from one person to another person. So if there is a chance of suppose here we have seen Ram is the police officer and Chari is the he is the forensic expert. So if Chari has changed any evidences in that, so he can found in chain of custody. So that should be in chain of custody can be found. Like that, the chain of custody will be used in cyber forensics. Okay, the widespread use of computer forensics is the result of two factors. What are the two factors? The increasing dependence of law enforcement on digital evidence and the ubiquity of computers that allowed from the microcomputer revolution. So these are the two factors that are used in cyber forensics. What are this? Increasing dependence of law enforcement. So the dependence of law enforcement on digital evidence. So the digital evidence what we are found, that should be dependent on the law enforcement, the court of law, and ubiquity of computers that followed from microcomputers revolution. The things what are the information what we are gathering from the microcomputers revolution, that can be followed by the computers. It is nothing but it is one of the factors of cyber forensics, computer forensics. So computer forensics are mainly used for gathering the evidence and and they'll examine it, they'll analyze it, and they'll collect the data and the digital reports are given to the court of law. Okay. So what we have discussed today. So introduction to cyber forensics and historical background and digital forensic science. What is digital forensic science? Means preservation, identification and extraction and documentation of computer evidence what we are found in the crime scene, and that should be presented before the court of law. And what are the roles of digital forensics? And what are the cyber forensic tools like data clusters, temporary files, formatted files, hidden files, history files, unallocated space, file stack, FAT information. These are all forensic tools. And digital forensic techniques. So what one can do with using digital forensic techniques, and what is the main need of computer forensics. So today we have discussed about these things. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.